In tonight's Healthier Me, over 200,000 women across the U.S. are diagnosed with breast cancer every year, and many are being treated with chemotherapy.
However, a new study showing that some women could be getting overtreated. Valley News Team's Abby Furchner has the details.
The National Cancer Institute's new study is showing that most women don't necessarily need chemotherapy. Instead, endocrine therapy is becoming the new form of treatment. Sanford medical oncologist Dr. Anu Gaba says patients go through a test called Oncotype DX assay, which determines what stage the breast cancer is. Where women fall within these stages determines if they need chemotherapy or not, especially for those in the middle stage. But now with endocrine therapy as an option, it has made their decision much easier.
What this study has done is shown us unequivocally that women, especially if they're above the age of 50, and if their recurrence score is between 11 to 26, then we do not have to give them chemotherapy.
So what exactly is endocrine therapy?
Endocrine therapy means taking pills which block the production of estrogen or progesterone, or they block the receptors for estrogen and progesterone. So endocrine therapy also has some side effects, but far less than what side effects chemotherapy has.
Dr. Gaba says that women who fall within this intermediate group can expect this new form of treatment to work just as well as chemo, keeping the cancer cells from returning.
Whether you give endocrine therapy alone or you give them endocrine therapy combined with chemotherapy, the long-term effects are the same. What that is that there's about 85% chance that your cancer will never come back locally in the breast or elsewhere.
The debate among oncologists has been if women with early-stage breast cancer have been given chemotherapy when it wasn't needed. Dr. Gaba says that this new option will make physicians and patients feel more at ease.
I think now the physicians can be confident when we discuss it with them and tell them that there is a very large study that has shown that given your recurrence score, we don't have to give you chemotherapy, and I think the physician and the patient are more comfortable with it.
Endocrine therapy could affect up to 70,000 women in the U.S. alone and many more around the world. In Fargo, Abby Furchner, Valley News Live.
For more on endocrine therapy and its side effects, you can go to our website, valleynewslive.com, and click on this story.
Okay, so you're going to tell us about a hockey overtime rule change.
Have you ever made up your mind and then changed it?
Yeah.
No.
That's kind of what happened today. We'll tell you all about it next in sports.
Tonight's sports is brought to you by Menards.
First, Kevin Kramer made false attacks against Heidi's record. Now Kevin Kramer is not telling the truth about his own record. Kevin Kramer increased the deficit $1.9 trillion and proposed cutting Social Security and Medicare to pay for it. A PolitiFact expert said Mr. Kramer is calling for benefit cuts to Social Security and Medicare. He has held that position for years. Kevin Kramer's false TV ads won't change that. SMP is responsible for the content of this ad.
You want the best for your child. Dr. Ender Raghib and his team at Pediatric Arts Clinic are leading the way in pediatric care. As the region's only independent pediatric clinic, parents and patients enjoy our commitment to excellence. Pediatric Arts Clinic, caring for your children.
The Fargo Air Show is back, and so are the U.S. Navy Blue Angels. July 28th and 29th at Hector International Airport. See mind-blowing aerobatic demonstrations from the Blue Angels, plus jet-powered Waco, Paul and Jared Lindemann, Matt Youngkin, historic warbirds, and other thrilling attractions in the air and on the ground. Save $5 in advance. Kids under 10 get in free. The Fargo Air Show, Saturday and Sunday, July 28th and 29th. Get tickets at fargoairshow.com.
You're witnessing something very special. A medley of exhilaration, joy, and satisfaction experienced only at the Honda Summer Spectacular event. Getting a deal on the Honda CR-V with a standard rear-view camera is as delightful as it looks. But don't just witness this, my friends. Experience these great deals for yourself.
Exciting, I know.
Visit your local Honda dealer and test drive the Honda CR-V, Motor Trend's 2018 SUV of the Year.
Fleet Farm has Taste of the Wild dog food on sale. The grain-free formula is perfect for your dog's healthy lifestyle. Save $5 per bag. Control humidity in your home with this Perfect Air dehumidifier, $159.99. Get snacking with a pound of whole cashews or deluxe mixed nuts, just $7.99. And stock up on solar salt crystals. They're on sale, only $5.49 a bag at Fleet Farm.
Meet Joe. Some people just are not morning people. Or environment people. Seriously? Littering? Or even people.
Remember the company blood drive today at 1. It's important, and you all need to do your part. Even you, Joe.
But even the biggest jerk can surprise you and do something nice. Everyone has a drop of good in them. To make your life-saving appointment, head to UnitedBloodServices.org. That's UnitedBloodServices.org.
Now on the Crown Classics menu at Burger King, pick your favorite sandwich for $3.49 each. Get the Flame Grilled Whopper, Crispy Chicken Sandwich, or Spicy Crispy Chicken Sandwich for $3.49 each. Or add fries and a drink to make it a meal for $2 more. Only at Burger King.
Ashley Home Store's Black Friday mattress sale is happening in July. Hurry in for the lowest prices on Ashley Sleep, Sealy, and more. Get an Ashley Sleep Queen mattress for only $245, and Tempur-Pedic mattresses start at only $28 a month. Ashley Home Store. This is home.
This was the scene at Newman Outdoor Field this afternoon. The rain forcing the Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks to postpone their series finale with Gary South Shore. The game will be made up as part of a doubleheader when the Hawks visit the Railcats in August. FM now turns their attention to Winnipeg. The Goldeyes return to Fargo after playing here earlier in the month. Redhawks manager Michael Schlacht is hopeful his side can get back in the win column after dropping 2 to Gary.
So there's a lot of confidence in this room. We feel good coming off the last time we played them. That being said, anytime you're going up against the Northern Division, you got to always make sure you're taking it seriously. And, Winnipeg has the opportunity to be a good team.
The Redhawks swept Winnipeg in the 4-game series 2 weeks ago. First pitch Friday is set for 7:02. The NCAA Men's and Women's Ice Hockey Rules Committee has voted to change their proposals after hearing back from members about new overtime rules. Back in June, the committee approved a rule doing away with 3-on-3 overtime periods and shootouts. Today, the fun can return. The Rules Committee wanted to create uniformity across the nation in regards to overtime, but enough schools and teams got back to the committee, and the committee changed their minds and will allow conferences to use one of 2 formats to award points in their standings. After a mandatory 5-on-5 overtime period, teams can play a 5-minute 3-on-3 period and then go to a shootout if still tied, or go straight to a shootout after the 5-on-5 OT. This is only during conference games. Non-conference games will end in a tie, and all games still tied after the 5-on-5 will go down as official ties for NCAA tournament purposes. The NCHC, the conference that University of North Dakota plays in, already used a 3-on-3 format followed by a shootout. The rules proposals still have to be approved by the Playing Rules Oversight Panel before they can become effective. That panel meets July 25th. So basically, what I just told you there is that when you go to a UND hockey game this year, nothing changes.
Okay, there you go.
It was going to change. It's not going to change.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, let's toss it back to Hutch, who's got that perplexed look on his face.
They changed their mind once. Can they change it again?
Yeah,
All right, we do have thunder showers off to the west, moving southeast at about 15 to 25 miles per hour. Some small hail, a little lightning, but mainly heavy rain making its way through those areas. More rain in Lakes Country, slowly starting to wind down. It's going to last for the next 2 to 3 hours, and then things quiet down. Hit and miss showers tomorrow, 77, 80s for the weekend. Sunday night storms into Monday will bring cooler weather for midweek. The ideal tonic for a hot dog in summer? Swimming, of course. Some of London's dogs took to a city-based reservoir to cool off, chase balls, and take part in doggy swimming gala. Other dogs chose not to be so active, but these certainly did. Instead of relaxing on a flamingo or a unicorn-shaped pool float, safety, of course, was a priority. You could see that they were wearing life jackets as they went into the water to ensure that they're okay.
Nice, good idea. Everybody needs to cool down. Thanks for joining us.
Good night.